Good evening, football fans, and welcome back to another night of Pullman Greyhound football. The Hounds are coming back from a tough loss against Moscow in the Battle of the Palouse last Friday. But today they're looking to get back on top against Black Hills from Tumwater, Washington. Quite a long drive for them today.
Yeah, and the Hounds are trying to get some momentum before going into league play against East Valley next week. All the momentum they can get into league play, that's where the season really matters.
Absolutely. That league play is definitely a big deal. And, today I'm expecting to see a lot from Isaiah Strong, a lot of passing from the Hounds. But Black Hills is a very strong running team. They have a great running back. And their starting quarterback got hurt this season. So it'll be interesting to see if they do some passing today, Hyatt.
Yeah, well, the number one thing the Hound defense needs to do to win this game is going to be the defensive line stopping the run. So they're going to need to get off their brakes quickly and hit the linemen before they get hit.
It's definitely well said. All right. Thanks for watching. Let's get to the game.
Are really sensitive so that they can hear all the movement. Your captains for the Hounds tonight is going to be senior Isaiah Strong, senior James Gray, senior Henry Perkins, and senior Sam Tingstad.
Yeah, they've all been there since the beginning, Definitely great leaders for this team, and I think Coach Kofer is going to be sad to see him go next year.
Yeah, they're going to be big, important factors for the Hounds, big leaders, obviously very influential on the younger kids, the juniors, sophomores, and freshmen, and then they're going to be teaching the future of the Hounds how to play some football.
Absolutely. And, tonight it'll be interesting to see because, I'm looking at these, the roster here, and it doesn't look like Black Hills has much size at all here, Hyatt. They've got 6 guys that are over 6 feet tall, and they don't seem to be carrying much weight to them either.
Yeah, but what they lack in size, they're going to be trying to make up with heart on the field. They're going to be trying to play aggressive, force some key turnovers against this Hound offense.
Absolutely. As we're waiting for the coin toss to finish up here, we'll see who gets to kick it off and who's receiving to start out. It'll be interesting to see if Isaiah Strong has a big game because that North Central game last time they played, he didn't have a huge game, so to say. It was more so his younger brother, Evan, that went off in that game.
Yeah, but Isaiah Strong's going to bring a lot of attention to him on the field. His big thing is he's going to get other players open, get other players opportunity, get the ball, and other players in the Hound offense, players like Sam Tingstad, Mason Emerson, his little brother Evan Strong, they're going to be playmakers, and they're going to be what decides how this game goes.
Definitely. Having that one man like Isaiah that draws enough attention to him that can open up your other playmakers is definitely a great, addition to have on your team.
So it looks like the Hounds will kick off to start the game with Black Hills receiving. Number 17 for Black Hills will be the return man.
Yeah, it looks like number 17, Julian Kennedy, 6 feet tall, wide receiver for the Black Hills Wolves will be receiving it. And Sam Tingstad back at kicker. We didn't see him against North Central because he had a little bit of an injury in practice. They didn't want him kicking, but we'll see him back here tonight. It's good to see him back.
And the kick is away. He's going to be tackled out of bounds at the 34-yard line. That's going to be where Black Hills offense will start the game.
And, it was interesting. A lot of guys got through their line, but he caught it and had enough of a burst to just get by that first line of defenders. Good job there by number 17, Julian Kennedy.
Key player on the defense for this Pullman Greyhounds squad is going to be Ryan Colon. He will be playing defensive end, and he's a very aggressive playmaker. Handoff to start out the game for Black Hills. Swallowed up for about half a yard gain on the play.
And that is their star running back, number 44, Zach Lovelace. He is definitely going to be a factor in this game. If we are able to shut him down, Black Hills doesn't have much else offensively that they can go to.
Yeah, and that defensive backcourt the Hounds have, they're experienced, and you got senior Sam Tingstad at cornerback and senior Isaiah Strong at safety. Black Hills is going from the shotgun. It's going to be handoff to the right side, trying to get the edge, and that's number 77 on the tackle.
And number 17, Julian Kennedy on the carry there.
Number 17 on the tackle, Ryan Colon.
And just like you said, Ryan gets his first tackle, second play of the game.
Yep, that's going to bring up 3rd and 6 for this Black Hills offense.
Pullman, just like, we haven't seen any passes yet. It'll be interesting to see if they switch it up here because they got a little more yardage to gain here on this 3rd down. Is off, and it's going to be another handoff, and he is going to be brought down behind the line. Great defense there by Pullman. Good job getting in the backfield.
Number 17, Ryan Colon with the tackle once again. Second time calling his name in three plays. As we said, he's going to be a big playmaker in this game.
Definitely. 2 in a row, 2 tackles in a row. He is a big guy, and it is hard to block him.
That's going to bring up 4th and 6 with sophomore Evan Strong back to return.
A little bit of a fumbled
fair catch called by Evan. He's going to get out of the way and let that ball bounce, and that takes a Black Hills roll, and the Greyhounds will get the ball at the 16-yard line.
I think it was smart for Evan to kind of let that one go, just to, not take any chances, but they definitely got a great punt there.
Yeah, that roll went Black Hills' way. This is going to give us our first look at quarterback Riley Pettit of the night. This is going to be his second home appearance. And coming off a hard loss against Moscow last week.
Being at that level, though, you got to be able to take the rises and the falls and be able to come back even stronger than you were before.
Hand off to junior Jason Tran. He's going to get a couple on the play.
Big hit by number 44, Zach Lovelace for the Wolves there.
That was 45, Zach Farnsworth on the handoff.
It'll be interesting to see what they call here because I couldn't tell if it was offsides or a false start.
By the Black Hills players' reaction, it looks like it's going to be a false start on the offense. That's going to make it 2nd and 11 for the Hounds.
Pullman can't be making those mistakes if they want to stay in this game.
That's Jason Tran in the backfield alongside Pettit. A bit of a surprise. We're not seeing sophomore back Evan Strong. Looks like another jump. This one seemed to look like it was on the defense.
Defense is definitely a little, jumpy today, Hyatt. They are ready to get into the backfield, but sometimes that can be detrimental.
So that's going to move it back to 2nd and 6. Looks like Pullman's going to line up in the same formation.
And Riley Pettit drops back. He is almost sacked, but he gets away, and he's going to throw it incomplete to senior Sam Tingstad.
Almost kind of a gift. Sam Tingstad dropped that ball. If not, it looked like he was about to be wrapped up for a tackle for loss.
Yeah, probably maybe a smart play. I mean,
either way, it's going to be 3rd down and 6 for these Greyhounds.
Both defenses looking pretty strong tonight.
Another flag's thrown. This one looks to be on the offense. That's going to make it 3rd and 11. It's going to be a crucial 3rd down for these Hounds. They're trying to make a statement early in the game.
Definitely a long one. They haven't targeted Isaiah yet.
Yeah, well,
I mean, obviously it's early in the game, and you can't.
This is also the first play we're seeing sophomore back Evan Strong in the game.
3rd and 11. Riley Pettit dropping back, going deep.
As an open receiver. Number 24, Mason Emerson. Ball is thrown a little bit over the head. That's going to be an incomplete pass. Bring up 4th down and 11.
That was close. That was almost catchable, but
just a little overthrown
there by Riley Pettit.
Black Hills is going to have number 8, Angel Rivera, back to return. Excuse me, they just made a switch. Number 12, Ryan Maloney.
Senior Sam Tingstad back to punt. And it's bounced off. We'll see if Pullman can get on it.
Pullman jumped on that ball. It's
Pullman
going to be
gets
Hound
on
football.
It. That is going to be... It looks like it's going to be Pullman ball at about the 36. Great recovery there by number 44, Stephen Burkett. Stephen Burkett getting the recovery there. Great job by the newcomer from Newport.
Yeah, that ball just bounced off...
right off the chest plate of
Ryan Maloney, and unable to fall back on that ball. It's going to be Hound football now. Another flag thrown. Looks like it's going to be on the offense. Another false start. That's the 3rd of the game for Pullman. And, it's going to be hard to put together drives when you just keep hurting yourself, shooting yourselves in the foot.
Yeah, Pullman has got to clean this up if they want to, move the ball offensively.
It's going to be 1st and 15 on the 30-yard line.
Riley Pettit in the shotgun. He's got Evan Strong to his left.
Isaiah Strong goes in motion. Riley Pettit steps back.
Dropping back over the middle to Isaiah Strong, who's going to get to about the 46.
41-yard line.
41-yard line.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and about 5. Yeah, that's the first completed pass we've seen tonight from the Hounds, credited to Isaiah Strong.
Sometimes those quick little easy passes are what's going to get you the most, because all you need is about 4 yards per play, and you're going to have a 1st down. And another flag is thrown in the backfield. I wonder if it might be holding.
It's going to go against the offense. I think you're right. That ref signaled a holding call.
And this offensive line is...
If true, that's going to back Pullman up, and it's going to make it 2nd and 15 for the Hounds offense. Looks like a push in the back, actually.
Not a call you see very often on a quick little pass play. Normally something you would see on like a kick return or a punt return.
Sophomore back Evan Strong did show his elusiveness on that play. Looked like he was going to be wrapped up in the backfield, but was able to gain a few yards. Screen pass targeted to number 2, Sam Tingstad. That ball was overthrown, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Just a little too high there. Just out of his reach.
Unfortunately, so far, the Hounds have not been able to capitalize off the turnover. It's going to be 3rd and 16. It's going to be a challenge for Pullman to get this first down.
Yeah, they're going to need a big play here. I'd be looking at Isaiah Strong or his little brother Evan, or maybe Sam Tingstad on this one. And it looks like they're going for Isaiah, and he is going to be wide open at the 50. He's got 1 man and he is going to be dragged down at about the 38-yard line.
Well thrown ball by Riley Pettit. He had his open man, Isaiah Strong. All he needed to do was get the ball there, and Isaiah, he's going to make the catch and run it upfield for a few more yards.
Great play there. You know, they brought the receivers on the left side, had them cross. DBs got switched up, and Isaiah just ran a quick corner route and got a big play out of it, got him a first down.
That's going to bring up 1st and 10 on the 41-yard line.
Riley Pettit in the shotgun. Isaiah Strong going in motion. He's dropping back, just going to do a quick little pass out to Isaiah, who's going to find the open field and get about 7 or 8 yards on that play.
Just when you think that Hounds offense is being shut down by the Black Hills defense, you get the ball to your playmaker, Isaiah Strong, and it completely turns the game.
Yeah, he is definitely a big-time playmaker, Hyatt. He can switch the flow of a game at any time. Dropping back, looking to his right. He's going to throw it over the middle, and once again, he was high. It's tough making those quick decisions and quick reads, trying to get it to your guy when you've got defensive linemen coming on you.
This is going to be a crucial third down for these Greyhounds. They're trying to make a statement here early in the game. Being the one to put the points first on the scoreboard is a huge factor.
Definitely nice to get that momentum to start out the game. Evan Strong on the run. He's got the edge, and he is going to make it. Touchdown, Hounds. He barely beat out number 8, Angel Rivera, the safety, but he was able to get past him, get the edge, and get the touchdown. Great run there.
Yeah, Black Hills defensive end lost contain, and Evan Strong showing you speed around the edge. It was really just a foot race to the end zone, and no one's going to beat sophomore back Evan Strong.
He is definitely really quick off the line. They hand it off to him, and he has a super quick burst to get himself into the end zone there.
And give some credit to that Pullman offensive line. Man, did they get a good first push, and I didn't see the defensive line for Black Hills even get near running back Evan Strong. The only ones who had a chance at the play was that Black Hills secondary.
Absolutely, Hyatt. And I'm sure, as you know, a former quarterback, knowing that your line is everything. If you have a good line, that's the way every play starts, is with their blocking. And if it's a good play, they are the ones to thank for part of it.
Yeah, that's going to help every running back out in any situation. With the made PAT, it's going to make it 7-0 Greyhounds with 6:25 left in the first quarter.
Once again, Sam Tingstad back to kick. Pullman Hounds on top with 7 points. And the kick is off. It is a deep kick there by Sam Tingstad into the end zone. That was a great kick. You don't see that very often at the high school level, kicking it out of the end zone.
After the touchback, ball is found on the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wolves.
With that touchback, Black Hills offense will get the ball on the 20-yard line. Handoff.
And off to number 21, Peyton Hoyt.
Another great stop by the Hounds defense, only allowing a couple yards on that rush. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7.
There's the snap.
Another handoff up the middle. Hounds defense will be there to swallow him up, and the ball came out. Number 45 was quick to jump on it.
And that will be Hounds ball once again. Number 45, Zach Farnsworth, able to fall on it. Great defense by the Hounds. They keep forcing these turnovers, and this game's going to become pretty lopsided pretty quick. Great field, great field position for them. They're going to be about the Black Hills 26, and it's going to be hard to stop them at this point.
Yeah, you just feel like Pullman's getting all the momentum right now, and in the game of football, that's huge. We'll see if senior Isaiah Strong is going to be a big playmaker on this drive. Another flag thrown before the play. Excuse me, no flag.
Looks like the referees have a little bit of confusion here.
A substitution issue. Number 2, Sam Tingstad is subbed out for junior Ryan Bickelhop.
Riley Pettit dropping back.
Launching a deep
Big
one.
hit there, but
that was a jump ball, and it looks like it's going to be an interception, turnover, and it's going to be Black Hills football on the 2-yard line.
I couldn't tell. Number 6, Caden Lohr on the catch there. Good defense by the Black Hills Wolves. They were ready for that pass.
Yeah, a bit of a risky play by the Greyhounds, just throwing up a 50-50 ball. The Black Hills cornerback had the inside on that and was able to come down with the football.
See, but this is going to be interesting, though, because Black Hills now is stuck on their own 2-yard line.
And it's fumble. It's either going to be a safety or a touchdown for the Greyhounds. And it looks like it's
going to be a safety. Pullman Greyhounds coming up with the ball. That was a bad place to have a bad snap, Hyatt.
Yeah, just more momentum. As soon as you feel like it's going to switch and go towards Black Hill's side, they fumble the football in the end zone and just basically hand Pullman 2 points and the football.
Pullman's now up 9-0 with that safety.
The men back to the receive for the Hounds are the Strong brothers, Evan and Isaiah. The punt is off, going towards Evan Strong's direction. He catches it about the 30, running upfield. He's at the 40, makes a cut back, and is dragged down at the 42-yard line.
Great tackle there by number 8, Angel Rivera. Looks like he was shaken up a little bit on that play, though.
Currently, it is 9-0 in this ball game. Greyhounds with 5:24 left in the first quarter. Pullman takes
Pullman
timeout.
goes into the timeout, up 9-0, coming off that safety. We will be right back with you after this break. And we are back. Hounds have the ball at their own 42.
Two in the backfield alongside Pettit. In the shotgun, he's going to hand off to sophomore Evan Strong, excuse me.
And it looks like there might be a turnover there on the Hounds. The Black Hills Wolves come up with it. There's been a lot of turnovers in this game, Hyatt.
Yeah, I believe 2 by each team. It seems like they're just handing the ball off to each other. Pullman still has the upper hand, of course. 9-0 ball game.
Senior Isaiah Strong at the safety. We have a good DB core this year, Hyatt. We got Sam Tingstad at corner, Ryan Bickelhop at corner, and Isaiah at safety.
Another handoff to the right side. There to make the stop is going to be Isaiah Strong and once again Ryan Colon.
Ryan Colon has a great nose for the football. He just follows it and gets to it no matter what. He can be on the other side of the field, and you're still going to see him making a tackle.
Yeah, he's flying around the football field right now, that's for sure. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8 for the Black Hills offense with the ball on Pullman's 44-yard line.
Dropping back for a pass over the middle. Looks like it's going to be caught by number 8, Angel Rivera. That's just a little quick over-the-middle slant and good pass by the quarterback on that one.
That's Black Hills' first completion and first pass attempt on the night.
Yeah, you know, like we said, it didn't look like they were going to be passing much, but so far, when they have, it works.
Well, the running game for them hasn't been getting going, so they're going to have to turn to something new.
And once again, another pass, but that is going to be incomplete. Just a little overthrown, it looks like. I wonder, though, if that wide receiver could have ran under it. It looks like he tried to turn around, but he should have just let it drop over his shoulder.
Yeah, well, he has Pullman safety Isaiah Strong coming over the top, and cornerback Sam Tingstad was on the pass coverage. Black Hills is going to be punting for the second time of the night. Once again, Pullman sophomore Evan Strong will be back to return.
And that's going to be punted out of bounds. Great job by the Pullman defense there after the turnover, able to hold them to 4-0. 4 and out, excuse me. You know, Black Hills, their record doesn't give them credit for the team they are, Hyatt. They've lost to two teams that are very good, Fife and Prairie, which is a 4A school, and they are really good. But they beat Bremerton this season.
Yeah, another handoff to sophomore back Evan Strong. He's going to work his way up for 5 yards. He's going to bring up 2nd and 5. It's only a gain of 5, but sophomore back Evan Strong is showing you why he's getting so much respect from football teams studying the film.
You know, yeah, he does a great job. He's very elusive. He does a good job breaking tackles, getting around guys. Riley Pettit dropping back, looking for a pass, going to his right. And that's a great catch there by number 88, Ethan Kramer, for the first down. Great throw by Riley Pettit. You know, Ethan didn't play for the last 2 years, but comes in and is playing a pretty big role for this team.
Yeah, he's been holding it down at that tight end position, but I want to talk about that throw by Riley Pettit. That was right on the money. Doesn't get much better than that. Put it in a place where his receiver could catch the ball, but the defensive back couldn't get to it.
Exactly, and that just shows what his potential is, and eventually he'll get a little more consistent.
Fumble by Pullman. Hard to tell who jumped on that ball first. Well, it's going to stay 2nd down for the Hounds, but it's going to make it a loss of 4 yards.
Another scary play there for the Hounds. They got to clean up these fumbles if they want to keep this lead.
Starting to look like WSU out on the field.
Yeah, you know, I hate to say it, but you got a point, Hyatt.
Snap back to Riley Petty. He draws back. Another deep ball. That one's intended for Isaiah Strong and just barely overthrown. Man, that would have been a big play.
Just a little too deep there, you know. That was definitely close. And normally Isaiah would be able to get under that, but sometimes it's just a little too far.
It's another 3rd down for this Hounds offense. 3rd and long. It's going to be a jump offsides on the defense. Another penalty before the play even starts. Pullman lined up in the same formation. Riley Pettit still in shotgun.
Sam Tingstad going in motion.
An out route.
Quick little out route.
Sam Tingstad. He gets the first down, still working his way upfield. Steps out at Black Hills' 39-yard line.
Good throw there by Riley, able to find the open man. Sam Tingstad able to get open. Good route.
Yeah, that's huge for the Hounds to keep converting on these 3rd downs, keeping their drives alive. That's going to be one of the biggest factors in this game as we continue on. Two lined up each side for Riley Pettit. Evan Strong in the backfield.
Isaiah goes in motion. Dropping back. They're just going to give it to Isaiah on the little pitch.
He's going to work his way up for 5 yards. 4 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Slowly but surely they're moving the ball down the field. You know, normally we see Pullman generating big plays on offense. It's a little more rare to see them methodically moving down the field like they are right now.
You know, they're usually waiting till about that third down to make the plays. So, I mean, as long as they're keeping the drives alive, there's nothing wrong with what they're doing. Another pass. This one's going to be incomplete, intended for Sam Tingstad. That makes it third down with 6 yards to go.
Riley Pettit's got two guys. He's got Jason Tran and Evan Strong. Hands it off to Evan, who's got quite a big hole and is able to get the first down for the Hounds.
What a big hole created by that Pullman offensive line. You know, they got the push early, and no one even touched running back Evan Strong.
They're definitely
for 5
giving
yards
their
upfield.
runners and quarterbacks some good blocks today.
That's another green down. First down.
Snap back to Riley Pettit. Drops back. Looking
Over the
for
middle.
or tight end Ethan Kramer for the completion. That's going to be a 9-yard gain. Bring up 2nd and 1.
Great catch there by Ethan. You know, a little behind him, but he jumped up and got that ball.
Showing you the replay on that. Ethan Kramer jumping up and getting that ball. Moving the ball upfield for this Greyhound offense. Isaiah Strong lined up solo on the left side. It's going to be a handoff, though, up the middle. Evan Strong, he's going to break it. He's at the 5, and he's going to run his way in for a Hound touchdown.
And once again, Evan Strong with another touchdown. It seems like he really steps it up at home.
That's his 2nd touchdown of the night. And once again, that Hound offensive line got the push. Evan Strong didn't get touched for about 5 yards, and then it's just speed game after that. You know, no one's going to outrun sophomore back Evan Strong.
As you can see there, got the quick burst off the line and was able to be elusive enough to get around the defenders and get in for the score.
With the PAT being good, that's going to make it
That is going to make it
16-0 Greyhounds. Wait.
Excuse us, he actually missed the PAT. It is going to be 15-0 Greyhounds. Our mistake. Hounds once again back to kick.
Any college football fans out there wondering about any scores going on right now? You have number 12 ranked Penn State up 45-0 on Maryland.
Back to kick is Sam Tingstad for the Hounds.
Kind of
Quick
a
squib kick there. Defense is going to be surrounding him, but he's able to break through the line. Gets to about the 26, it looks like. Good run there. Good
Looks
return.
like number 53, Tanner Richards, was there to get the shoelace tackle.
Good play there by Tanner.
First and 10 for the Wolves.
Black Hills dropping back, throwing it over the middle, and that had potential to be intercepted there. Just bounced off the hands of number 10, Ronnie Vader. Ronnie Vader used to go to Pullman back in 6th grade, 6th through 8th grade. Super nice guy, moved over to Black Hills. He's playing pretty well for him.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for Black Hills offense. And they're going to try dropping back once more. He's
going
intended
deep
for number 18. Flag thrown on the play. Both the cornerback and wide receiver were kind of hand fighting on the way while the ball was thrown.
Definitely I thought that might be a no call more so than, but looks like they decided to call it on Sam Tingstad there. Kind of an interesting call for sure. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. No, excuse me there. A little bit of confusion here. Again.
Yeah, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty, setting up 1st and 10 for the Black Hills offense on the 41-yard line. Black Hills, if they want to stay in this game, they got to get their offense going and, maybe not through the run game, maybe connect on some big pass plays. Right, they are going to hand it up the middle, but that's going to be stopped quickly by number 22, Henry Perkins. He got in the backfield quick on that play, hit the runner before he was even able to get to the line of scrimmage. That was a tackle for loss of 2 yards, setting up a 2nd and 12 for the Black Hills offense.
Good defense there by the Pullman Greyhounds.
That's going to wrap up the first quarter. Your Pullman Greyhounds are up 15-0 on the Black Hill Wolves. Starting off the second quarter of play, Black Hills has the football, 2nd and 12 on the 39-yard line. Handoff. It's going wrapping around the end. He gets the edge. It's going to be a first down. Black Hills shoved out after a gain of 15 yards.
Yeah, good run there by number 21, Peyton Hoyt, the sophomore. Him and number 44, Zach Lovelace, are their two main running backs, is what it looks like today, Hyatt.
Biggest play of the night for the Black Hills offense. Before that, they only had 5.5 yards on the ground, bumping that up to 20.5 yards.
Dropping back, going for a pass, going over the middle.
And that ball is way overthrown for the intended target, number 18, Nick Bovenkamp. The Black Hills passing attack hasn't been too effective yet in the game. They've been 1 for 4 for only 3 yards.
Yeah. Their run game is definitely what they've relied on in their past games, based off of film and highlights that I was looking at earlier.
If the Black Hill Eagles want to keep in this game, they're going to have to pick up the offense. Right now they only have 23 total yards, and it looks like a loss of 1 on the play. Number 21, Peyton Hoyt, tried getting the edge, but a Pullman defender was there to wrap him up.
Great tackle there by number 10, Ryan Bickelhop, able to get the legs and spin them. Injured player for the Black Hills Wolves.
Looks like number 10, Nicholas Bray. We got to hope he's
Ronnie
okay.
Vader, excuse us. Number 10, Ronnie Vader down on the field. Hopefully he's all right.
Never want to see a player on an opposing team or your own team go down.
And looks like he'll be able to get off the field with some help.
Look like he's saying off that right foot. Left foot.
It's going to be 3rd and 11 for the Black Hills Wolves here. And another fumbled snap, and he's going to be dragged down for a huge loss, about a 8-yard loss there. And once again, Ryan Colon with the big play for this Pullman defense.
Yeah, you could have credited that sack to the entire Pullman defensive line, as they were all there in the backfield after that fumbled snap.
That is going to bring up 4th down and
21. Back to receive for the Hounds is Evan Strong.
punt is off.
Gonna call for
Fair
a fair
catch.
catch.
At about the 24-yard line.
It's Pullman offense coming out on the field looking to score once again. Their offense so far has been pretty effective when they haven't turned over the ball. About 162 yards on the night with that rushing attack leading the way. They've had 68 yards on the ground for an average of 11 yards per carry.
Good stats there for the run game. You know, and Pullman, normally a pass-heavy team, both of their touchdowns have come off of run plays, huh?
Yeah, but it's not just the run that's been going for the Hounds. You got Riley Pettit, who so far on the night is 7 for 14 for 98 yards with a quarterback rating of 108.8.
Good job by the young sophomore. And junior Carson Coulter, the original starting quarterback, did dress up tonight, but did not have all of his practices to be held eligible. So that is why you're not seeing him on the field tonight. But it's good to see him back and healthy for this Pullman Hounds offense.
40-yard line.
With the ball on the 40-yard line, Hounds are going to have a 1st and 10.
Riley Pettit in the backfield, sending Isaiah in motion. Dropping back, throwing it to Evan Strong, who's going to have the ball knocked out, and that is going to be Black Hill's ball. Another turnover by the Pullman Hounds.
Number 8, Angel Rivera for the Black Hills defense was able to fall on that ball. Evan Strong got popped from the back. That ball came flying out, as we show on the replay.
You know, it's hard. You don't see someone coming and they hit you. It's definitely hard to hold on to that football, especially on a hit like that.
So now Black Hills gets the ball with good field position. We'll see if they're able to capitalize.
And off to number 44, Zach Lovelace, able to break one tackle, but then is dragged down by number 17, Ryan Colon, once again in the backfield to make that stop.
Going to be a loss of a yard. You know, Cody, this Greyhound defense is looking pretty solid so far tonight.
You know, yeah, I absolutely agree with you, Hyatt. Their defensive line is able to get in the backfield really easily. And another muffed snap there. Ryan Colon was going to be there, too, to make that hit.
Filling up the stat sheet tonight is senior defensive end Ryan Colon.
He is definitely doing a great job, you know. Kind of a newcomer to football. Really started taking it seriously here in his junior and senior year, but really seen him play a big role on this defense this year. And it is going to be 3rd down and long for the Black Hills offense. And another flag is thrown. We'll see what it is.
False start on the offense.
That's going to be another 5 yards. And that's going to bring him back even further. So it's going to be 3rd and extra long.
Unfortunately for this Black Hills offense, they just haven't been able to capitalize off of some good field position and turnovers so far in this ball game. It's going to bring up a long 3rd down.
And he's dropping back, going for a pass over the middle, and it is incomplete to number 14, Dawson Fields.
Number 45, Zach Farnsworth on the pass defend.
Able to break it up.
Outruns the punt return team for the Hounds.
And the punt is off. Number 11, Isaiah Strong, back to return. And he is dragged down with a return of about 5 yards. Pullman's offense coming out onto the field.
You know, this Hounds offense has looked pretty good when they haven't turned over the ball, but unfortunately for them, they have multiple turnovers on the night, and I bet head coach David Kofer is going to go into halftime talking about ball security.
Absolutely. Dropping back for another deep ball is Riley Pettit. And incomplete. That ball should have been caught.
Yeah, intended target on the play was number 2, Sam Tingstad, but there is a flag in the backfield, so it would not have mattered anyways, as it was a holding. That's going to bring up 1st and 20 for the Hounds in what could have been a big play.
That could have been a huge play for them. A little underthrown, but kind of came out to their benefit there because Sam was able to see it and come back to it, whereas the defender was not quite ready.
Yeah, so far this game we're not seeing Riley Pettit afraid to take any shots. We've seen quite a bit of deep balls. And, we've seen a few really good-looking ones.
Definitely cool to see his confidence, definitely raising. And that is going to bring up.
And correct me if I'm wrong, I'm seeing them include senior wide receiver Sam Tingstad in this offense more than usual.
No, I agree with you. He's been the target of many of their deep balls today. And that is going to be thrown to...
It's going to be a pass out to the flats to Isaiah Strong. He breaks free. He's got the sideline, and he is gone. 10 touchdown Greyhounds.
That was an awesome play by Isaiah, able to break out and get to the touchdown.
That's going to be about a 70-yard play for the Hounds.
Huge play by Isaiah Strong there. And just like we said, he is capable of changing a game just like that.
Yeah, this game's starting to be put away by the Hounds. There's still a lot of time left in this game, but, that Black Hills offense so far has not been able to move the ball. And this PAT is good.
Making it 22-0, Pullman Greyhounds on top.
Going back to that scoring play, they just got the ball out to Isaiah Strong in the flats, and he was just really able to make the play himself. Made a couple defenders miss, and then after that is speed up the sideline. And as we know, there's not many people faster than Isaiah Strong.
Absolutely not. He gets a burst, and there's no stopping him and no catching him.
That's Isaiah Strong's first touchdown on the night. That gives him the stat line of 5 receptions for 129 yards and 1 TD.
Shaping up to be a pretty big night for him.
Yes, it is. And, his little brother, Evan Strong, also has 5 carries for 64 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Big night for him, too. Should I say strong night?
Man, are they explosive.
And the kick is off. Kind of a high, short kick there. And it's going to be muffed and almost brought in by the Pullman defense.
Number 14, Dawson Field, was able to fall on the football for Black Hills after it bounced right off his fingertips.
That was definitely a dangerous one there.
With how many turnovers there has been tonight, there definitely has been the opportunity to be a lot more. We've seen many, many poor snaps, and on the return side, just a lot of non-catches.
Black Hills in shotgun, handing it off to number 44, Zach Lovelace. And the defensive line is there to stop him once again.
That was linebacker Evan Strong, who came in that hole very quickly, wrapped him around his legs, and then other Pullman defenders were there to help him out. You got Ryan Colon on the right side of the defensive end. He's filling up the stat sheet tonight with 4 tackles and 2 sacks.
Handing it off to number 21.
Number 70, Jacob Anderson, was there to slow him down on the play.
And carried by number 21, Peyton Hoyt.
And Jacob Anderson, obviously a really helpful addition to this Pullman Greyhound football team. He is actually going to school at Garpal, but as they cut their football program, he came over to Pullman to continue what he loves doing.
And he's definitely good at what he loves doing.
Stepping back.
Go over the middle. is caught by number 18, Nick Bovenkamp, who's got some room, but is taken down by senior Isaiah Strong at the 48-yard line.
First big pass play for the Black Hills offense as they get the ball to number 18, Nick Bovenkamp. And, he definitely had more yards ahead of him, but safety Isaiah Strong ran across the field to track him down.
Handing it off to number 17, Julian Kennedy.
It's going to be a gain of 5 to 6 yards.
And he is going to be dragged down at the 48-yard line. Decent little run there by Black Hills.
These last couple plays, Black Hills might be onto something on offense.
Yeah, we'll see if they can keep the momentum going here. Hand off to number 44, Zach Lovelace.
Flag is thrown. He's finally brought down after many hounds tried getting to him. Senior Henry Perkins was able to get to him in the backfield, but he broke that tackle, and other hounds were able to wrap him up. We'll see who this penalty is on. It's going to be a chop block on the offense.
You don't see those very often, but they are dangerous. They're a good way to tear an opponent's ACL.
Yeah, definitely a very unsafe block in the game of football, and
that's going to be 15 yards, right?
I believe so. So scratch that 2nd and 5. That'll bring up 2nd and about 14.
And once again, all that momentum Black Hills gained there, it's just going to be lost.
No safety deep, back for the Pullman defense. As the quarterback steps back, pass across the middle, and that's going to be a PI on Zach Farnsworth. Unfortunately for Zach, he got wrapped up with that wide receiver as he was making that drag route across the field.
It's kind of a ticky-tack call there, I think, Hyatt.
Yeah, well, I mean, Zach, obviously a little bit too much contact there, but maybe the refs are trying to help out Black Hills a little bit. That gives them an automatic first down with a 15-yard penalty.
And, I thought that was good defense there as he came through, but refs saw a little bit too much contact.
It's going to be trips right for this Black Hills offense with one in the backfield. It's going to be another handoff up the middle. He has a gap. It's going to be brought down by linebacker Evan Strong and Zach Farnsworth.
Decent little run by number 21, Peyton Hoyt.
That's one of the few times tonight I've seen that Black Hills offensive line get the push on Pullman's defensive line. Quarterback drops back. He has an open receiver. He's caught for the first down. Tackle made
by number 34,
Jason Tran.
Good defense there by the Hounds. Quarterback had to get rid of it as he felt the defensive line, number 17, Ryan Colon, coming in on him.
Trying to keep this momentum. Black Hills are lined up in trips left. Quarterback steps back, screen pass to the flats. Number 17 gets the ball, has some room, and dragged back by number 45, Zach Farnsworth. That's a no gain on the play.
Good defense there by the Hounds.
2nd and 10 for Black Hills.
Second and 10.
Dropping back, looking to his right, and he's going to pass. And that's going to be
An incomplete pass. You know, it looks like he caught the ball, but then linebacker Evan Strong made a hit on him. I think that hit was too much for number 8, Angel Rivera, to take as that ball popped out.
Great defense there by the linebacker, Evan Strong. As you see, they were trying to call it, hike the ball before so they could get a penalty on Pullman there. And looks like he caught that out of bounds. But he must have gotten 1 foot in because they're going to give it to him.
Kind of a weird play there. Number 8 had some room ahead of him, but I don't think he knew where he was in the field because he caught the ball and kind of just started stepping backwards out of bounds.
That is going to be bring up 4th down at about 5.
And then Pullman's going to take their 2nd timeout of the half.
We'll see if Pullman defense can come out big. We will be right back with you after this break.
Flag thrown during the timeout.
Kind of a weird break coming out of the timeout. The Greyhound coaches and players were standing near the refs. Looked like to be a conversation about what some of the players were wearing, and then they throw a flag on the field as they make Isaiah Strong take off his helmet to see that he's wearing earrings. Kind of a ridiculous flag and request as they're going to make Isaiah take out earrings.
I'm amazed that they would take the time to try to notice something like that.
Yeah, that's I mean, in my opinion, that seems pretty tacky, and it's going to give Black Hills a 1st down. You know, I have not seen that before. I mean, you see in college and the pros, a lot of players play with chains and earrings. I don't know what the problem is. Well, for any of you guys college football lovers, in Pac-12 play right now, number 15 Cal is taking on Arizona State, and that score is tied 7-7 with 4 minutes left in the 1st quarter.
And that's going to be an official timeout.
excuse me, it's not going to give Black Hills an automatic first down, just a 5-yard penalty on the play, and they're measuring out to see if it will give them a first down. They're going to be about 2 inches short of the first down. This Pullman defense has a chance to make a big stop. I mean, if they can make the stop, Cody, that crushes a lot of Black Hills' hopes.
Yeah, that
to
kills
make a
their
comeback.
chances of possibly hoping to get a touchdown in the second quarter, the first half. And, that to not even score in the first half is definitely tough. I'm assuming they're just going to run it probably, but maybe to catch them off guard.
He was wrapped up in the backfield, but it's going to be another close one. Looks like he
I wouldn't
got
be surprised
the first
if
down.
they gave it to him.
We might have to measure this one out, too. Some Pullman players are... Oh, wow, and Pullman stops him on the fourth down. That's going to make it Pullman ground football.
That was a huge stop for the Pullman defense. Able to bring him down behind that first down marker. No gain.
What a statement made by that Pullman defense right there. So now with 4 minutes and 21 seconds left in the second quarter, Pullman has a chance to drive down the field and score for once more. Isaiah Strong goes in motion. Snap back to Riley Pettit. He drops back. He's looking in the flats for Isaiah Strong. Catches it, makes a move, makes it down the sideline. And it's going to be a gain for 6 yards.
And number 10 is down again. Looks like he tweaked his ankle there.
Doesn't look too serious, but, I mean, you hate to see that.
Hey, those hurt. Even just a little ankle roll can put you out for a game.
It's hard to do much when you can't use that right or left ankle.
Dropping back, looking to go deep over the middle. And
that should be PI.
And they are going to throw it. That's going to be 15 yards for Pullman.
Yeah, some fans for this Black Hills team are kind of throwing their hands up going, what the heck? But that defensive back for Black Hills could not get his head around when the ball was thrown. And
he did exactly the same thing that Pullman did when they got called.
Yeah, that defensive back didn't have his head turned. And when you're an offensive player trying to make on the play on the football, that cornerback can't obstruct you if he doesn't even know if the ball is coming.
Pullman Greyhounds with the ball at the 38. 37, excuse me.
Pullman has dominated this game on offense when they have not turned over the ball, having a total offense of 242 yards on only 25 plays. And if you're wondering, Black Hills has ran 29 plays. And while I'm speaking, that's a screen pass out to number 10.
Ryan Bickelhoff, great run there by Ryan, the junior.
He caught it and ran it up the sideline for a big gain. Big throw deep, intended for Isaiah Strong, and he is unable to come up with the ball. It was a jump ball.
That was crazy. He almost caught that on the way down.
You know, so far this game, Pullman's offensive coordinator and head coach have not been afraid to let Riley Pettit throw it downfield and throw the ball. So far this game, Pullman has only had 6 rushing attempts compared to 19 passing attempts.
Riley Pettit in the backfield with Evan Strong behind him, sending Sam Tingstad in motion. Another pass, a little quick out by Sam Tingstad, who's going to slip and get the gain of about 3.
Pullman's milking the clock up a little bit right now, winding down on 3 minutes left in the quarter. Trips left for Pullman as it's going to be 3rd and 7.
Right, got a handoff to Evan Strong, who's going to get some room, and he's going to be dragged down, but it'll be interesting to see what this flag is.
Don't get too excited if you're Yup, that's coming back, holding on Pullman. You know, Evan, even though that penalty or that play is disregarded, he still made some defenders miss, showed his elusiveness and his breakaway speed upfield after that nice run.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there, Hyatt. Definitely showing why he has been a factor in this game tonight.
So far this quarter, the turnovers have slowed down, but the penalties have stayed at the same pace. There's been a lot of flags thrown on both teams so far throughout this game.
Dropping back and throwing to Sam Tingstad, who almost gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Kind of a weird play as Sam Tingstad stepped his foot out of bounds, and that's going to stop the clock. Something you don't really want to do when you're giving the ball back to the other team with 2 minutes left in the quarter.
Sending number 24, Mason Emerson, in motion. And a punt. And that's going to be a good bounce. Almost back to the 10. And Black Hills is going to be stuck back at their own 12-yard line. But a flag was thrown. It'll be interesting to see what that is.
Punt by Sam Tingstad. That looks like a good one. Number 12 is going to catch it for a fair catch at the 21-yard line. Another flag thrown. That's going to be holding on the return team. That's going to push them inside their own 20, making them go over 80 yards to score a touchdown. It's going to be a tough task for this offense to do when they have not breached 50 yards yet in the half. Going to spot the ball on the 11-yard line. It's going to make Black Hills go 89 yards if they want to score a touchdown in 2 minutes and 6 seconds before this half ends. That pass play was stopped early. Multiple Pullman defenders there in the backfield to make that play a loss.
Pullman's defense has done great so far, stopping the run and the pass.
Surprised Black Hills is milking so much time off the clock. They're just going to run it up the middle, but he has a gap. He has a big gap. That's going to be a first down. It's going to be a run of about 20 yards by number 14, Dawson Fields.
Dawson Fields threw the ball to the 32-yard line. First and 10 for the Wolves.
He said it was Dawson.
Dropping back, going long.
He has a guy open. It's caught. It's a foot race. Isaiah Strong is going to be able to throw him down on the 27-yard line. I assume Black Hills will take a timeout to stop the clock with 1:11 left.
That was a huge play for Black Hills. They needed that to gain some momentum and possibly even get the chance to score here.
Yeah, they're not going to take the timeout as the clock stops for the time to move the chains. And then the clock is going to start ticking. Big play, though, for Black Hills.
Number 18, Nick Bovenkamp on that catch. Great play for him.
Dropping back once again, another high ball.
Pretty much
and
the
it's
same
caught,
play, and
it's going to be a touchdown. Black Hills caught by number 18, Nick Bovenkamp. Wow, back-to-back plays, and I think they were the same route.
Yeah, pretty much the same play there. Got past the defender and was just a little too tall. It's definitely hard because he's 6'3", and the defender, Ryan Bickelhop, is only about 5'11", 5'10".
Yeah, they kind of picked on junior cornerback Ryan Bickelhop on that drive as the PAT is blocked. Besides that, Ryan's had a pretty solid game, though.
Oh, yeah, totally. He's been great for the Hounds. And with 50 seconds left to go in the half, Black Hills scores. It is going to be 6-22 with your Pullman Greyhounds on top.
You know, that drive kind of shocked me as they doubled their yards in the game on that one drive.
Yeah, they definitely showed some momentum there, showed what they could be, and did a great job on that drive.
So now with 50 seconds left in the quarter, the Greyhounds are going to try to move the ball downfield and maybe score once more before this half ends.
Isaiah Strong and Evan Strong in the backfield got the brother pair.
You know, if you're a kicker, you don't really want to kick it to either one, but I mean, you don't have much other choice.
Number 9, Jake Bender to kick it off.
It's going to be headed towards Isaiah Strong's side. He catches it about the 15-yard line. He's running upfield, and he gets wrapped up in a big hit by number 76, Casto Owen.
That was a big hit there by a big guy. Definitely a little power pack there. 5'10", 250. Good Lord.
You know, it's going to be tough for this Pullman offense to try to get a score as they burned 2 timeouts earlier in the game, so they're down to 1 timeout with 45 seconds left and going to have to drive a little over 65 yards to score a touchdown.
Riley Pettit in the backfield. 45 seconds to go. Deep pass there.
Ball is going to be caught.
Caught by Ethan Kramer.
Wow, what a catch.
Great job there.
Never
Able
mind.
to come back.
One referee coming back in saying that ball is incomplete. I'd like to see that one again.
He called that from the other side of the field. I think he might be a Black Hills fan.
Showing you the replay. You know,
It looks like he brought that in.
I don't think he dropped that ball. That ball
That was definitely a catch. Can we get instant replay in this?
looks like he had his arm underneath that
He
football
definitely
the
caught
whole
that
way
ball.
through. Anyways, Pullman's going to have to move on. Riley Pettit drops back. Another deep throw. This one's going to be intended for Isaiah Strong. He's going to drop it, bounce off his hands. It's going to be an incomplete pass, bringing up 3rd and 10.
Uh-oh.
Isaiah Strong is slow to getting up.
He might have just gotten the wind knocked out of him there.
Yeah, he looks fine. Jogging back to the offense. 31 seconds left in the quarter. Unfortunate for those Hounds that the refs ruled that ball incomplete. Surprised because the closest ref called it a catch, and then a ref on the far side of the field came running up calling it incomplete.
Yeah, that was a little interesting.
Handoff up the middle to Evan Strong. He has some room. He's going to work his way up for almost 10 yards. He's going to be a little short.
Looks like about 8. Gain of 8 or 9 there.
I think they're going to just let the clock run out, and we're going to be going into half as your Pullman Greyhounds are up 22 on Black Hills, who have 6.
And, yep, they are going to let it go.
To recap the first half, Pullman Greyhounds have 282 total yards on offense compared to Black Hills 140.
Great job by Pullman on defense and offense. Sophomore Isaiah Strong showing some speed and elusiveness. And senior Isaiah Strong coming up with the touchdown as well. We will be back with you after halftime.
YouTube updated their thing so that they weren't allowed to stream today. So they re-signed up or whatever to get some new submission. But it takes 24 hours, so we can't even stream this game on YouTube.
I need some
I need some water. I need to punch things.
I need streaming this game.
I need
Wait, hi, they're not even streaming.
It's on Facebook there.
cheer squad. Tonight joined by the Junior Greyhound cheerleaders. Let's give another big hand to the Pullman High Cheer Squad and the Junior High Cheerleaders.
tackles and 2 sacks.
It feels like he's had more though too.
I know.
But like, it's so hard to tell on some of them.
Yeah, some of them.
Matchup between the Black Hills Wolves and your Pullman Greyhounds. Pullman is on top, 22-6. Black Hills will be looking to gain some momentum here in the second half.
Pullman set to return the second half kickoff. Once again, you have Evan and Isaiah Strong back to return. And we are underway in the second half. Once again, going towards Isaiah's side, running up to the 30-yard line. Past the 30-yard line, he splits it, and he's all the way up to the 47-yard line. Nice return by Isaiah Strong to put the Greyhounds in some good field position to start the second half.
Great run there by Isaiah. Gets to about the 47 with about a 30-yard return.
Here's the replay. Isaiah catches it, runs up field past the 30-yard line, kind of breaks it towards the middle, and is wrapped up at that 47-yard line.
And off to Evan Strong.
Has a big gap.
Ooh.
Dives forward for a gain of 8 yards. 7 yards. Going to set up 2nd and 3. You know, that offensive line to start out the second half for those Greyhounds made a great push. Evan didn't really get touched until about 5 yards past the line of scrimmage. And wouldn't be surprised if Pullman comes out running the ball a lot in the second half.
Dropping back, looking to his left. He's got number 45, Zachary Farnsworth, wide open for the big catch there. Good play by Zach Farnsworth and great throw by Riley Pettit.
Yeah, as soon as I say I think they're about to run the ball more, what do? They throw a 20-yard pass play to junior Zach Farnsworth with a nice throw by Riley Pettit.
Gets to about the 28-yard line. Pullman almost in their own red zone.
Pullman's closing in on 300 total yards of offense as Riley Pettit snaps it and hands it off to Isaiah Strong, but is swallowed after about a gain of 4 yards.
You know, he does a good job always getting positive yardage.
He gets touched in the backfield, but is able to fight his way through contact and dive forward for a gain of 4 to set up this 2nd and 6.
Riley Pettit in the backfield with Evan Strong behind, sending Isaiah in motion.
A flag thrown. Looks like it's going to be a encroachment on the defense. That's going to give Pullman a nice 2nd down and short yardage.
Yeah, that's gonna be 2nd and 1. 2nd and 2, excuse me.
Another flag thrown. It's going to be encroachment on the defense once again.
That one was a little weird. It didn't look like he actually got offsides on that one.
Well, there wasn't much movement on that play or the previous one. Unsure if he just initially lined up offsides or what, but that's going to give Hounds a 1st down. Obviously not the start you want if you're Black Hills, just giving Pullman some free yards to start the second half as Riley Pettit drops back, throws a ball intended for number 24, Mason Emerson, but it's going to be deflected by the hands of number 12, Ryan Milani of Black Hills.
Once again, Riley Pettit in the backfield.
Set up trip right. And
Hands off to Evan Strong, who breaks the tackle and is able to gain some positive yards there.
Looks like Evan Strong was about to be wrapped up for a no gain and then breaks the tackle and pushes it forward for a gain of 6. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4. And that's just a great job, Cody, by Evan Strong. I mean, gets wrapped up basically in the backfield, breaks the tackle. We talked about his elusiveness already and can just really make something out of nothing. That's going to be a screen pass to Sam Tingstad in the flats, and he's going to push his way for a touchdown. That's going to be Sam Tingstad's first touchdown of the night.
I think that might be his first touchdown of the season.
Yeah, they've really added Sam to this offense more this game, getting the ball to him, letting him make some plays. As you can see, he made the first defender missed and then just stayed behind that lead blocker and made his way to the end zone.
Great job there by Sam Tingstad. Cool to see the senior getting some points tonight.
And then Sam Tingstad's also going to add the extra point. It's going to be good, and that's going to make the score 29 Pullman to Black Hills 6.
Starting to get a little lopsided here.
Black Hills still a lot of time left in the game, but we'll see if they can respond. It's going to be a huge next possession for this Black Hills offense. After that drive, Riley Pettit has put himself a nice passing game for the night, as he is 15 for 26 for 238 yards and 2 touchdowns. Had an interception early in the game, but looks like he looked past that, and it's only been the sky as the limit for him moving forward.
He's done a great job in this game. It's cool to see the young guy mature and develop on the football field throughout the season. Same team set back to kick for the Hounds. And it is off. Deep kick to number 17.
It's going to be hit by number 53 of Pullman.
Tanner Richards. A great hit there. Dragged him down almost as soon as he caught it. As you see on the replay here, great kick by Sam, and Tanner is going to be there to stop him.
As I said previously, this is a big drive and possession for this Wolves offense, as they need to get something going to stay in this game. Starting off the
Deep pass there. Oh, man. Isaiah wanted that one.
That ball was not really near any receiver, but it was intended for number 8, Angel Rivera. You know, we saw that Black Hills passing attack really starting to connect at the end of the second half. They had 2 straight 30-yard gains to end the half and get a touchdown. Unfortunately for them, I think maybe a miscommunication, but that ball was overthrown by about 15 yards.
Dropping back, going over the middle.
He had an open receiver, and number 18, the intended target, Nick Bovenkamp, but unable to connect. Pass was just thrown too far ahead. That's going to make it 3rd and 10, and a quick 2 plays, which have resulted in 0 yards. It's going to be a tough 3rd down for this Black Hills offense, as so far they've only converted 1 out of 7. We'll see if they can make it 2 for 8 here. He drops back past the number 44, wrapped up, broke a tackle by Evan Strong, and then brought down to the ground by another Pullman defender. So that's going to bring up
substitutions here by Pullman.
It's a quick 3 and out by the Black Hills offense, and Isaiah Strong's going to be set deep to return the punt. And you know, that's not what you want to see if you're Black Hills coming out of the half on your first offensive possession. You really want to respond to that Pullman offense. Isaiah's going to break the tackle. He has some room. He's running down the sideline. He's going to be tackled out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
And
watch how quickly Isaiah Strong gets upfield. He breaks this initial tackle, and, I mean, he's going to beat all those defenders to the edge, and no one's even going to get to him after about 35 yards downfield. There is a player down for
Black Hills here. Looks like he hurt his leg on the play.
He's going to get up and limp off the field.
Number 64, Ben Herron, the injured player there. Good to see him walk off the field.
He's limping, but we all hope he's okay.
And that's pretty cool. His teammates come out to help him off the field. Looks like it's his right leg. He's already got braces on both, so it looks like he might have had problems in the past.
Pullman offense comes out for the second time in the second half. Going to start it off by handing off to Evan Strong for a gain
of about 4
yards. You know, Cody, this Pullman rushing attack, it's looking pretty good on the night, averaging 9 yards per carry with 11 attempts and 98 yards.
Very good.
Another flag thrown before the snap. I can't tell you how many of those we've seen tonight.
Looks like another encroachment call on the defense. Number 60 jumped off sides there.
It's the third one of the second half for Black Hills. You got to wonder what's going on.
Just not looking very disciplined, honestly.
Second and short for the Hounds. Wide open
to number 2, Sam Tingstad, who's got some room, and he is going to be in for another touchdown. That's 2 touchdowns tonight for senior Sam Tingstad, able to get the edge.
Not too fast, Cody. It looks like they're going to get senior Ethan Kramer for maybe a block in the back. Personally, I disagree with the call.
It'll be interesting to see. Maybe we'll get a replay here, Ethan.
As you can see, Sam gets to the sideline after he breaks that tackle.
Oh, yeah, that was
a little bit of a block in the back.
I think they only take it off from the spot of the foul, though.
Still going to be a first down for the Hounds, but it takes away Sam's second touchdown of the night. Even if Ethan doesn't put his arms out, I don't think that defender really has a play on Sam. Just an unfortunate situation for that Greyhound offense.
Would have been close. You never know what would have happened, but...
Another pass out to Sam as he gets to the sideline. He's going to get a first down, maybe more. He's going to be pushed out at the 6-yard line.
Good job breaking the first tackle, getting around to the outside by senior Sam Tingstad.
As we were talking about Sam Tingstad being more involved in the offense, Sam Tingstad so far tonight has 10 targets with 6 catches to go along for that.
That's a big night.
Yeah, you know, definitely nice to see him starting to get his share. He is still kind of coming off an injury that plagued him a few weeks ago. Maybe that's why they've been a little bit patient on getting him the ball.
Just a little overthrown there for number 24, junior Mason Emerson.
Young playmaker Mason Emerson has been relatively quiet this game. We've seen him in the past have some pretty explosive plays, though. 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line. He's going to hike the ball, hand it off to Evan. Evan's going to push it out to the left side. And it's going to be another touchdown for Evan Strong. That's going to be his 3rd on the night.
And that's 3 touchdowns. You know, I think he had 4 in that North Central game. So he just needs 1 more to tie his own personal record.
Showing you the replay here. You know, look at that push the offensive line gets. Every block is assigned. He doesn't even get touched, and he can just walk into the end zone.
Yeah, our offensive line has been playing great in this game, Hyatt. Defensive line, offensive line, our bigs are doing a great job for the Pullman team.
PAT is going to be converted, and it's going to be 36-6 Pullman. And going back to what you were talking about, Cody, I could not agree with you more on that. I mean, you're going to have to say your offensive line is doing well when you're averaging 8.8 yards per carry.
Absolutely. That is a really good stat. Because when you think about it, it might not seem like a lot of yards, but 8 yards per carry, that's almost a first down every single run.
Yeah, and they're very explosive with it, too. Correct me if I'm wrong, Riley Pettit has not been sacked yet tonight either.
Yeah, that is true. There's been a couple close calls, but he's done a great job of dropping back and getting rid of the ball really quickly tonight. Because he'll have pressure, but he throws it and takes the hit, stays in the pocket. He's been doing a great job.
Very well put there, Cody.
You know, and you and I both know how hard that can be, both being former quarterbacks, that it's hard to stay in the pocket when you've got defensive linemen and linebackers putting pressure on you and still being able to deliver a ball that is well thrown and giving your receivers the chance to catch it.
Yeah, you know, I would assume at this point Riley's got a lot of trust in his offensive line, and obviously his offensive line likes working for him. Kick's going to be a little bit of an onside.
That was kind of weird. I don't know why they would do that.
Interesting play call when you're up 36-6, but I mean, hey, coaching's been well this game. Why not try something new?
Maybe they're seeing if that they could get a lineman to maybe muff the punt or something like that.
So after being unable to respond last time to Pullman's score, Black Hills is going to get another chance. Only moved the ball about 6 yards on their last drive. They're going to need to do more if they're going to even want to have a chance in this game.
Oh, and almost tackled there. And
That's
he's
a
going
nice
to break
run.
out. Great run there by number 44.
Zach Loveless. That run was a bit loveless, Cody.
And I'm a little confused, Hyatt. You know, if
Another
anything, I would
handoff
say
to number 44 who spins to make his way back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of a yard or so. As you can hear the hound pound on the other side of the field from us, man, they are fired up as they're chanting.
pretty sure that's just the cheerleader side.
I think the crowd got involved with that chant as well, Cody. And it's going to be another pass to number 44. We're calling his name a lot the last couple plays. Zach Loveless with another first down.
Yeah, he's definitely, he's their big guy. He's their big player. He's the reason that they won their Bremerton game.
As you can see, he sneaks past that defensive line. The linebackers dropped back. and he was just able to break one tackle to get to the sideline and make his way up for the first down. Another pass in the middle of the field, picked off by senior Bogey Perkins.
He's got a lot of room, and he's running, and he's still going. And he's going to be taken down at his own 37. A great return there by senior Henry Perkins. He's got great hands. He played, I remember throwing the ball to him back in like 6th grade. He can catch the ball, no joke.
He came across that route and kind of just read it perfectly.
And a great run, too.
You know, hasn't had a terrible night. Actually, a pretty good night before that, but that just takes it to another step. Pullman's going to be looking to try to score on their 3rd straight drive. Snap back, handoff to Evan Strong, and that's going to be no gain. As the Pullman starts to run off more and more of the clock as we pass midway through the 3rd quarter, this game's starting to look like it's getting out of reach for the Black Hill Wolves. Play action play with a throw to senior tight end Ethan Kramer. It's going to make it 3rd down and 3. You know, Ethan Kramer at that tight end position, he's kind of just a Mr. Consistency. You know what you're going to get out of him. He's kind of just finds his way to be open. That's an incomplete pass intended for Ethan Kramer. That ball looked like it was deflected a little bit by the linebacker.
Still almost caught it, though. Great job there by Ethan Kramer. And like you said about the consistency, it's kind of interesting because he plays kind of the same level of basketball, too, Hyatt. Very
Cody,
consistent
look
on
at
the
this. They're going to try a field goal from the 30-yard line. That would make this about a 47-yard attempt.
They might be going for the record right now, Hyatt.
Sam Tingstad, as we know, has a big leg.
Soccer player.
And it's going to be wide left and a little short.
It was close, but just a little left and a little short, like you said. He's definitely got the leg for it. But, you know, it's hard to be able to make a kick like that in a game.
You know, the wind's also going against him as it's blowing towards the opposite end zone. Maybe if he kicks it at the other side of the field, has a chance.
Make 50.
I wouldn't say that, but he just missed a 47, Cody.
Okay,
Those of you wondering of the Cal Arizona State football game, it's tied 7-7 at half. After Black Hills was able to get the stop on defense, they're out here on offense, and the quarterback throws it up and throws an interception, and that's going to be a pick 6 for number 4, Zach Damon.
Well, that was easy. They threw a flag on the field, though. I couldn't tell if it was PI or
either way. Look how easy this play is.
34. Looks like John Cena the crap out of that guy.
Yeah, I wonder if that lets Black Hills keep the ball.
I don't know what
it looks like it does. Pullman's defense is staying on the field.
It's interesting. I don't know what the call was, if it was pass interference.
As you can see, you know, just unnecessary, really.
Well, I don't know, though, because he was going up for the ball.
Yeah, but, you know, Cody, he didn't make contact with the ball, and I don't know. Unfortunate, as Zach Damon would have had a pick six. But, I mean, we just get to see more of this Hound defense go to work. It's going to be a handoff to the left side. Going to try to cut it back, but is brought down by 17, Ryan Colon.
Another run by number 44, Zach Lovelace there.
Yeah, and that run was loveless.
Dropping back, looking to his left. He's going to go deep again. And good coverage. And another PI? I don't know about that call.
Maybe his hand was wrapped up with the receiver. I don't know if I agree with the call. His left arm is kind of riding the inside of the receiver, but it also kind of looks like
They're both going for the ball.
kind of looked like that receiver either had his arm
And it was
wrapped.
a late call, too.
Yeah. As we've been watching, you know, this game has been plagued with penalties on both sides
True.
of the sideline.
True.
Unfortunate for Zach Damon as he gets a pick six, and then next play it's taken away and he's flagged for a PI.
Dropping back, number 17, Ryan Colon on him. And he's going to be tackled for a loss of about 5. Great defense there by the Hounds. Ryan Colon in the backfield, but another flag.
On the stop was number 34, Jason Tran, along with number 2, Sam Tingstad. This penalty looks like it's going to be... excuse me, we'll wait for the call.
Blocking the back on the Wolves here, but the defense is going to decline that penalty, making it 2nd and 15. You know, that kind of makes sense because there's no point making it 1st and 20.
Yeah, I agree with that call by the head coach, David Kofer. Another
Over the top, and that's going to be intercepted by Zach Damon. A great job there.
great response by Zach Damon after he got his pick six taken away and then flagged the next play. What does he do? He comes back and makes another great play, intercepts that ball.
That was a great play there by Zach Damon, able to go up and get it. Great coverage.
Surprisingly, there is no flag on that play, and it stands.
That was a loveless pass, Hyatt.
A loveless run here by Jason Tran. It's going to be 2nd and 6, 7.
And Riley Pettit in the backfield here with junior Jason Tran behind him. Dropping back to pass, a quick little pass to number 2, Sam Tingstad, who's going to get upfield for the first down. You know, Pullman likes these little quick passes where they snap it to the quarterback and he just turns and throws it.
It's the easiest way to get their playmakers the ball, you know, kind of adopting that WSU offense ideology. You know, you got playmakers on the outside at wide receiver position. Why not get them in the open in space? That was Sam Tingstad's 7th catch, as he has 77 yards and a touchdown to add to that on the night.
Big night for him.
As this game wraps and the third quarter starting to come to a close, we're starting to see more of junior back Jason Tran get the carries. He's able to drive his way up for about a gain of 6. He's going to bring up, 4. It's going to be wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, loss of 1 yard. It's going to make it 3rd and 7. This is one of the few times Black
Hills number 8 looking a little lost there.
Loss of 1. 3rd and 7 for the Greyhounds.
Both Strong brothers aren't on the field for this 3rd down. Riley drops back. He
He's got pressure
and he gets sacked.
There's the first sack of the night.
You know, I was just about to say, these last 2 plays, Black Hills is starting to penetrate that Pullman offensive line. You know, it kind of looks like they just got beat.
Yeah, you know, it is tough. I think it looks like they have their second string in Hyatt, so I mean that might be the answer, but they're also probably getting a little tired.
A bad snap to Sam.
Great job getting that punt there by Sam Tingstad, able to barely field it and get it off.
Almost looked like that ball almost touched
I know,
that
it did.
Black Hills player.
I agree with you.
Looks like it might be a new quarterback in for Black Hills, as it's a bad snap and
Number
another
17,
sack.
Ryan Colon on the sack. He is having a huge night, Hyatt.
That's his 3rd sack of the night, and he's had a few other tackle for losses to add to that. Black Hills is going to let this clock run down to go to the 4th quarter.
Loss of 7 brings up 2nd 17.
And as this third quarter finishes out, your Pullman Greyhounds are up 36-6. And we will be back with you come the 4th quarter. And we are back for fourth quarter action.
It's going to be a run play up the middle for a gain of a couple yards. Wait, what'd you say? Did you say shout out Justine Things and Young Jackson? It's going to bring up 3rd and long.
And
another handoff. It's a fumble.
And it's a fumble, and Pullman is on top of that. That's going to be a turnover once again by Black Hills.
Number 50, Nicholas Robinson, was able to jump on that football.
And Ryan Cologne forced that fumble there.
You know, Cody, I'd say this Pullman offense has looked pretty good here tonight.
For sure, Hyatt. You know, the Riley Pettit's done a great job.
More flags thrown before the play starts. It's going to be a false start on Pullman. Kind of tired of seeing these yellow flags being thrown on the field.
Riley Pettit in the backfield, handing it off to 34 Jason Tran, who's going to be stopped real quick there with only a gain of about 1.
Pullman's offense so far tonight has 378 yards, with 284 of those coming in the air, and in the air, and 98 on the ground. Evan Strong and Isaiah Strong still not seen on that Pullman offense
I
right
saw
now.
Isaiah Strong on the sideline with a sweatshirt on. It doesn't look like he's going to be coming back into this game.
Jason Tran around the edge for another yard. It's kind of present that Evan Strong is off the field, as Pullman's offense, rushing-wise, has lowered a bit in efficiency. They're now at 19 rushes for 107 yards, averaging 5.6 yards per carry.
Yeah, you know, he does a great job producing yardage for this Greyhound run game. And looking to pass, and he's going to be sacked again.
Oh, man, Riley Pettit took a shot on that one, but it looks like the player who gave him a shot is now on the ground.
Probably just got that
pain.
wind knocked out of him, I think.
He got blindsided. Riley Pettit, good job of holding on to the football and not fumbling that. That could have been a lot worse than what we just saw. Unfortunately, another Black Hills player down on the field. Going back to Evan Strong, though, he has 11 carries for 97 yards.
That's a pretty good game there. That's
almost 9 yards per carry.
That is true, because 9 times 11 is 99, and he has 97 yards.
That is true, because we are not just in algebra anymore.
In case you were wondering, I do have an A in math.
They're going to try another long field goal, this one even farther than the last one.
He's got the leg to do it. I'm excited to see if he makes this one, and he's got the wind with him this time.
Yeah, but 58 yards is going to be a lot to ask out of a high school kicker as it gets a little over halfway there.
I think he was about 15 yards short there. But that's okay. There's always next time for this Pullman Greyhounds offense.
Sam Tingstad, though, obviously does have a big leg. He's also a great soccer player, a three-sport athlete, and he's played all three sports.
He actually, today, he was at a soccer camp from 7 o'clock in the morning and at Whitworth University in Spokane and drove all the way back just in time to get to this game.
Impressive stuff by Sam Tingstad. He's also one of the few boys in that senior class to play 3 sports for all 4 years.
That's definitely not easy. And the ball is up, and it's going to be almost intercept. That should have been intercepted by somebody.
Yeah, with how many times that ball bounced around, I almost ran onto the field and picked that off myself. I'm kind of confused how someone didn't come up with that ball. You see 1 deflection, 2 deflection, 3 deflection, 4 deflection, 5 deflections, and then the ball falls to the ground.
And as you can see, that Pullman defense is definitely beating themselves up after that one. Hand off, and that
was Loveless on the carry. Kind of a Loveless run.
Well said, Hyatt.
The clock's continuing to run down as we reach about 9 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Black Hills with 9 yards to go on third down.
They're going to be going deep to number 18, and looks like a little bit of a miscommunication there. He might have been thinking he was going to run a go route, but he ended up running a post, it looks like.
Good cover by number 15, Justin Tran, brother of Jason Tran on the play. Black Hills is going to be out there to punt once again. And after those first 2 drives by Pullman in the second half, it's been a bit of a slow game. Mason Emerson back to return. Gets about 15 yards on the return. Looks like Pullman's starting to...
And that was good tackle there by number 44, Zach Loveless.
Looks like Pullman's starting to give some more players some opportunity as some new faces are starting to check in on offense.
It's definitely cool when you get up like this because you can let the younger guys, less experienced guys get in and get some reps.
It's going to be a run play to Jason Tran. It's going to be a loss of 2 yards.
That's okay, Hyatt. We all go through a period of time in our life where we are developing. It's kind of interesting. Number 56 for Black Hills at the nose guard doesn't look very big, Hyatt.
Yeah, but I'm sure
as a matter of fact, he's only 5'6", and he only weighs 140 pounds.
Hey, he's got a lot of heart to be out there playing nose tackle, though, that's for sure.
Yep, I'll give it to him on that one.
Good for him, though. It's not easy going up against people that are that much bigger than you. And obviously, he loves the game of football, so he's out here to play. And Pullman, I bet he appreciates every second he gets to play. And it's nice to see him out on the field.
True, true.
It's going to be a pass out to number 15, Justin Tran on the reception. And that
Good catch
is
there by Justin.
That is Riley's 33rd attempt on the night. He might have to ice that arm tonight, Cody.
Yeah, I'll bet he's probably tired.
So it's 4th and 4.
Got about 7 minutes to go in this fourth quarter.
Surprised they're not trying to kick a field goal on the 40-yard line. Sam Tingstad punts it. That looks like a nice punt.
Great punt there by
It's going
Sam
to give him a
Tingstad.
roll. It's going to get the ball inside the 10-yard line. Great punt by Sam Tingstad. Ever since Pullman's had a few turnovers early in the night, they've really cleaned some stuff up on offense, not turning the ball over. Still have been a lot of penalties on both teams tonight. But Pullman obviously looked like the stronger team on offense and defense, Cody.
Yeah, definitely. The bigger team, definitely more skilled.
It's going to be a handoff up the middle. It's going to be stopped right away at the line of scrimmage, met by 3 Pullman defenders. Starting to see some new players on this Pullman defense as well. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. He's going to be met with a Pullman defender, and he's going to get gang tackled by that Pullman defense.
Initial hit made by number 53, Tanner Richards, and then a whole group of them swarmed and took him down to finish it off.
So as this game wraps down to the wire, we got obviously Pullman getting some momentum going into league play. Next week's a big game for them as it's your Pullman homecoming against the East Valley Knights.
And a deep throw there. Looks like that's going to be another interception for number 4, Zach Damon.
Yeah, Black Hill's trying to get something going. Unfortunately, they forced the ball downfield, and Zach Damon makes another play on the ball. That's his second interception tonight. Originally had one for a pick six. That was called back. Later had an interception on that same drive in that previous play. He got what was his.
Great job there by Zach. Number 17, Ryan Colon, coming in on offense. You know, I've always thought it'd be interesting to see what would happen if they handed him the ball. I think it'd be a mixture of scary and dangerous.
Well, we'll see right here.
Oh, Lord. And he trucked about 3 kids on that run. And I believe that my assumption was right. That was both scary and dangerous. I think it was, can we say,
Loveless.
and senior Henry Perkins getting the handoff on this one. And he drags a defender for a while. He's a good runner, too. He's strong and powerful and able to drag the guy.
Yeah, but the big thing about Henry Perkins is he's one of the one of the best tacklers in the GNL. And he's going to be looking to have a big senior season in league play. As that starts off, once again, Cody, next week for Pullman's homecoming against East Valley.
Yeah, East Valley, I think they beat us last year, but it'll be interesting to see how they do this year.
I would be surprised if they beat us last year, Cody.
I may be wrong, but
another run up the middle by Henry Perkins. He finds a gap. He's going to run his way up for a first down. And as you can see, number 60 gets a pancake block on the play.
we got about 3 minutes left to go here.
Running down the clock before they snap the ball. And it's going to be another handoff straight up the middle, and that might be a touchdown for Henry Perkins.
And that is going to be a touchdown for Henry Perkins. That is awesome for the senior Henry Perkins to get the touchdown there on the handoff by Riley Pettit.
As you can tell by Cody's reaction, we love showing some love for the guy, Henry Perkins. That's awesome to see him get a touchdown. And that's going to make the score 42-6 with a potential PAT on its way.
And a little bit of a muffed there, but it's going to work out because I think they're going to get the 2 points. Nope, the ref says it's no good.
Let's see it. He runs around the edge. It looks like he for sure has it.
I thought he did too. Well, he definitely had it there. But it's hard to tell because we aren't on the side. We can't tell if he stepped out.
It looked like he might have fumbled it before he crossed. The ball might come off right there.
Shout out to our amazing replay crew up in the booth. Thank you to whoever is doing that right now.
And our amazing new media coach,
Douglas Winchell, the greatest new media teacher ever. Does a great job leading us, helping us to develop these and put on these live streams. He puts in so much work for us, and we are very thankful for it. And Spencer Toll, he's practically a mini Doug.
Going back to Douglas Winchell, he obviously knows a lot about the multimedia situation, and even sometimes will order us pizza.
That's what I like about him most, Hyatt.
This game's wrapping down to the final 3 minutes as your Pullman Greyhounds are up 42-6 on the Black Hill Wolves from Tumwater, Washington. All the way across the state, Cody.
Yeah, definitely a long drive for him. Pullman had to make the drive last year over to Olympia, and this year they're coming to us.
Some good sportsmanship from both sides, though, as I think one of the players told me Black Hills is staying in a hotel here in Pullman, and some of the Pullman team is actually going to go eat dinner with that Black Hills football team.
That's pretty cool. I know that one of the players from Black Hills is from Pullman originally, Ronnie Vader, but it's too bad he got injured today. But I remember Ronnie used to play on his AAU team. Great guy. Love playing with him. And I hope I get to see him.
It's a small world, Cody.
After all.
So Black Hills is going to run the ball. Going to drain the clock till it hits that
I think
zero.
That run was pretty
Loveless on the run. We talked about it a little bit, mentioned it earlier. Carson Coulter, junior quarterback, is going to be returning to play next week. He's eligible against East Valley. He's going to have to come show up and practice, win back his job. Riley's done a great job to replace him, giving the Greyhounds a good few wins. But Carson Coulter, he was kind of the expected starter coming into the year. He's still going to have to earn his spot back. It's not going to be given to him by any means, but it's going to be a big addition back to the squad.
Two minutes to go in your fourth quarter here.
Clock's going to start running again. Black Hill's going to snap it back, hand it off up the middle. He's going to get a gain of a couple. It's going to be a first down for Black Hills. Breaking a few tackles and diving upfield was Loveless on the carry.
They got trips out to the left in shotgun. And another handoff to Zach Loveless.
Yeah, some room. He hits the sideline. He's going to get tripped up, stay in bounds, keep the clock running.
And is going to be brought down at about the 42. And looks like he needs a sub. He's tired.
Another handoff up the middle. It's going to be stopped after a gain of 1 yard. It's going to bring the game clock down past 1 minute before the next play will get off.
Number 34, Brock Carlson on the run. Looks like they're kind of just running the clock out to finish up the game.
Cody, but if you're head coach David Kofer, you got a lot of things you like to see this game. A lot of positives. Definitely also some things to go into practice next week, watch some films, work on a couple things, maybe ball security and penalties. That's been a big one here tonight for both teams.
Absolutely. Well said, Hyatt. But you're never not going to have a game that you don't have anything to fix.
That's true, Cody.
You're always going to have mistakes, and there's always going to be a way to better yourself and become a better team. And we are going to wrap this one up as your Pullman Greyhounds beat the Black Hills Wolves 42-6. We will see you next week here at Greyhound Stadium for homecoming against East Valley. The Hounds will open up their league play.
Signing off here at Big Dog Sports Network, I'm Hyatt Utzman with my partner, Cody Hathaway.
Thanks for watching. Go Hounds.